Hello everybody, JMO with Newt. Today I'm doing Newt Points from 2011. Who gained brownie points, or as I call them, Newt Points, with me, and who lost some. Starting with the ones who gained. Let's see. First on the list is Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards showed me his true colors in the chase while racing Tony Stewart. For the last 3 weeks of the chase, maybe more, he went up and congratulated everybody in Victory Lane who won the race. So good for Carl. Good for Carl. And he lost like a winner. He lost like a champion. So I predict a Sprint Cup championship in his future. Kenny Wallace, as underrated as he is and everything, he drove his butt off in lower equipment, and he actually had results on the table. So good job, Kenny Wallace. The only good Wallace, in my opinion. Mike's okay, I guess. Brad Keselowski. Brad, I think he gained a lot of people's respect with his performance last year in the Sprint Cup Series. Not only did he win 6 nationwide races, but he won 3 Cup races and finished 5th in points. So looking for big things from Brad in the Cup Series in 2012. The Dillon brothers, they are still winning races and still winning championships, so they gained a lot of respect from me. Not that they didn't have much to begin with. I've been a big fan of the Dillon brothers since they started, or since I've heard of them. So Danica Patrick, I like her attitude coming into this season. I think that she will be a force to reckon with, despite what the haters say. I think Danica will be okay, and I think that she will be successful, and I do not think that she's just here to sell t-shirts. Ricky and Trevor. Ricky won the Nationwide Series Championship after nearly losing his ride last year, so good for Ricky. He gained a lot of respect from me because of how he handled himself. He's definitely not like he was in ARCA. I saw some YouTube videos of his past in ARCA. He wasn't very clean in ARCA, but he's pretty good now. So Trevor Bayne gained a lot of respect from me. Won the Daytona 500. The way he handled that, giving honor to God and everything, that's a big that's big points, brownie points gaining in my book. And not only that, but his attitude during that time where he got sick and he had to miss those 5 races. He always kept his spirits up. He never that I know of complained. So good for Trevor. Kurt Busch. I know a lot of you guys think I should probably have lost a lot of respect to Kurt. I still have trouble with Kurt Busch, but Kurt, he's struggling with his life right now. He went through a divorce, lost his ride at Penske because of his actions with the reporter. So Kurt Busch, I'm looking to see what Kurt's going to do. But Kurt, strangely enough, has gained a little bit of respect from me to where he's no longer my least favorite driver. Tony Stewart winning the championship with the passion that he did and the style and the flair that he did. That's a big pleaser in my eyes as well. Interstate Batteries, after M&M's pulled their sponsorship off of Kyle Busch's car, after an incident that was not even Cup related, which I think was stupid. They stepped in and sponsored the last 2 races of the season for Kyle Busch, but M&M's will be back in 2012, so that was good to hear. Key Motorsports, they have Eric Darnell. Finally, Eric got a good full-time ride. I'm not sure how the quality is, but it's a full-time ride, no start and park. I'm happy. Ron Hornaday. A lot of my problem with Ron was just because he drove for Harvick, but looking at his attitude and seeing how he's a nice guy, I can't help but like him. So Ron Hornaday, even though I didn't agree with what he said after his interview about Kyle Busch and the Texas incident in the Truck Series, I didn't really agree with what Kyle did either. So okay, now it's time for the lost a lot of respect part. I lost a lot of respect for Kevin Harvick. Of the drivers I did not like, Kevin Harvick used to be the one I liked the most, but now I can't stand him the most. Kevin Harvick is a jerk, and I do not like people like Kevin Harvick. I've dealt with him a lot. I've dealt with people like him before, and I just don't like him. And he's just one of those people who's jabbing at Kyle Busch just to get fans. Montoya, he's always been on the verge of becoming one of my least favorite drivers. Now he has. I can't stand him anymore, especially because of his incidents with Casey Kane this year, and then glad Brad Keselowski got him. So that was another reason why I started. Well, I've always liked Brad anyway, but. Steve Turner for letting Reed Sorensen go for baloney reason. That was stupid. So, yeah, no respect for that. Jack Roush. I always find some reason to be mad at Jack Roush. I can't stand him. This time it was for allowing David Reagan to be let go. Of course, some of that had to do with sponsorship, but still, Jack, poor managing on Jack's part. Brian Vickers for the deal with Matt Kenseth. That was stupid. I know Matt had a part in that too, but Brian was still driving like a maniac on the track. Richard Childress for the deal with Kyle Busch. That was stupid. Very uncalled for. Should not have punched Kyle Busch, and he got what he deserved for doing that. So, M&M's once again for taking the sponsorship off Kyle Busch's car. They had every right to, but I didn't like that move. So that's just my opinion. That's why it's called JMO with Newt. And then stayed the same. The notables. Casey Kane, despite the little Twitter incident earlier this year, which I strongly defended him on. Still a big fan. Still my number 1 driver. The fact that he's driving for Hendrick doesn't make me like him any less. It actually makes me like him a lot more because now he's going to be with Jeff Gordon. And then Kyle Busch. The incident at Texas did not scar my fandomship for Kyle Busch, especially considering how he handled it after he got parked at Texas. He could have went home and cried like a little baby, but he didn't. He put his big boy pants on and he went and sat in the pit box, took responsibility for his actions, and with the ticket incident as well. So good job for Kyle Busch. He stayed the same, maybe gained a little bit. He gained a little bit more respect from me. He's my second favorite driver, so he's my second favorite driver coming into 2011 too, though. So Steve Wallace, I still think he's worthless, just riding around in his dad's name. Junior is not like Steve Wallace. I don't like it when people compare Junior to Steve Wallace. Junior can win races. Steve Wallace can't. Jeff Gordon, he's still the man, still going to win races, and I hope he gets up to 90 to 95 wins, maybe 100 wins before he retires. That's JMO with Newt, and thank you for listening. If you disagree with me, I'm sorry. If you agree with me, rock on. Those are the Newt Points, and hopefully none of this changes throughout the 2012 season, but we'll have to see. So thank you, and thank you for listening, and God bless.